Half of LGBTQ plus people have faced discrimination at work, a new study finds. Almost half of LGBTQ plus people in the U.S. have experienced workplace discrimination at some point in their lives, according to a new report. The study published by the Williams Institute on Tuesday additionally found that nearly 9% of LGBTQ plus workers said they had been fired or denied employment in the past year due to their LGBTQ plus identity. The number was even higher for LGBTQ plus people of color, over 11% of whom reported having faced unfair employment or hiring practices. The University of California, Los Angeles think tank also found that transgender people face shocking rates of bias on the job. Almost half of trans workers, 48.8%, said they had been fired or not hired due to their gender identity. Additionally, over 22% of trans respondents said they had been sexually harassed within the past 5 years, compared to the approximately 12% of queer, cisgender people who said the same.
Wow. Wow, that's not a surprise.
That number is...
It's incredible.
It's horrible.
But you really think it's accurate? I think it's low. I mean, you know, I have worked in a lot of different industries. I've been blessed too, and every single one.
With trans, it's even higher.
I think it's even higher, Al. I think and I know, and across the board, even LGBTQ. For them to say half of us, I think it's more. You know, we come out every day. We don't just come out once to our parents or to our people. Every single time we meet somebody new, we have to come out, right? And so, in a workplace, doing so, then there's little jokes. Then there's, you know, then you're treated differently. And that has happened in every single different job that I've had.
Absolutely be right. I mean, the number may be much higher. It's sad that that they have to live through this, that we all have to live through this. And it reminds me of a story. I met a transgender woman one time who worked she was a professional, had a good job at an accounting firm. And she did not feel comfortable coming out as herself for the fear of losing her position.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's no way of life. And I think it takes us all doing the necessary things to make sure that these things don't happen.
Right.
You know, the real shock in this report, the Williams Institute is a gold standard, by the way, in terms of study research at UCLA. The real shocking issue of this new report is I have had so many arguments with log cabin Republicans on It's Happening Out, where they have said there's no need for additional protections because the 1964 Civil Rights Act already protects you.
But it doesn't.
I turn and say, if 11%, much less 49% of women in America said, I didn't get the job or I was fired because I was a woman, make it even more extreme. If 49% of white cisgendered men in America said, I was denied a job because I'm a white cisgendered man, we would be burning down capitals in the United States.
Totally.
Yeah.
This acceptance is A-OK. And the reason it is A-OK in America is because the 1964 Civil Rights Act does not protect lesbians or gay men, much less trans people, transgendered people. This is why the Equality Act must be passed.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.